What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Let's play Crash Bandicoot 2 Part 9. We are now beginning Piston It Away, one of the first level in the 5th warp room, the 21st level in the game, the first level to be on Cortex's, the first level to where Crash crashes on foot in Cortex's space station, and one of the hardest gym boxes in the entire game because there is a death route in this game that does not that has, well, it's kind of hard to explain. I'll just have to show it to you. These four-legged robots, that's actually what they're called, the four-legged robots, have kind of like a collar on them where you cannot touch them. They will burn you if you do, so you have to be careful. These are called something tentacle bots. I don't remember the Sparky tentacle bots. I believe that's what the name of them was. But the one hard thing about this level is that you have to do quite a bit of backtracking to be able to do it. And as I said, there is a death route in here, so you do have to be careful not to die through here. The pistons will crush you. It's not a one-hit kill. You know, if you do have a mask on, you will live. But you do have to be careful if you don't have a mask. It is actually suggested that you have two masks coming into this level. Just, you know, if you do have a problem or if you do have trouble with this level, you do want to have two masks just so that you can get through here. So at least to get to the death route. You know, once you get past the death route, it's okay then, because as I've said before, you know, the death routes don't disappear once you die. You have to watch out for these lava cones. They will burn you if you're not careful, and of course, you know, a mask won't help you there. Now those Sparky tentacle bots, as you've noticed, with some of them that have their arms just pointing up so that you cannot actually jump onto them, and those kind of get you used to the ones where they are both open and closed at the same time. They're not too difficult, you know. You've seen me go through that section pretty easily. You know, there's no trouble, or you don't have a problem going through there. It's all very easy. You know, with these, you can only see one here. You know, one for now. They actually did a pretty good job, you know, easing you into new enemies, especially some that could be deemed as hard. And you have to be careful here not to destroy these boxes. I have done that before, and it is definitely not good because you will not be able to get to those top boxes up there. You'll have to start the level over again. You definitely want to watch out for that. And you can see here some of those ones, you know, they give you two like this, and then they immediately throw you into those. Just because the ones with the, the ones that are closed or covering their head are not really that useful, like the ones that are open that you can jump on their heads. You know, you can use those as platforms. With these, you can't. They don't serve a purpose other than they're just in the way and they're an annoyance. But as I said, you know, this section through here is fine. All you have to do is just wait for the. You can either spin the ones that this one you have to wait for him to go by so that you can spin him or jump on his head. And this is where it does kind of get a little bit more difficult. You can see the death route there. You don't actually want to take it because it leads you to a dead end, but it has boxes through it which you'll need. You want to save this Sparky tentacle bot for later, the one that's on the bottom down there. You have to save him for later, I guess I should say. So now we'll go into the bonus round. It's not too difficult. There is a little bit of backtracking that you have to do here as well. Kind of a theme with this level. Excuse me a moment. Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, the backtracking is actually kind of a theme of this level. And you can see here the nitros. You can actually save this bonus round for later. You know, once you backtrack through the level. I don't think the nitro switch crate is on the normal route. I don't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. So, you know, if you got trouble with these nitros, you will have to, you know, kind of deal with it. Now here you can actually get to the very edge of the platform of this walkway here. You want to be very careful that you don't fall off. And if you get far enough over, you can actually walk around the nitros. I believe that's the only way to do it. I don't think you can use the slide jump to be able to get across. You may be able to do the long jump. I don't know though. If even then, you know, you have to wait till you got onto this piston over here, and even then, I don't think you'd be able to make it. It's just too far. So you know, you'll have to walk around, or you could just walk right through them with a mask. You know, if you do have 2 masks, you can do that if you want to. I don't suggest it though, because you definitely want your masks later on, especially while you're in the death route. But anyway, so now you can see here, you can actually fall in between the platforms in the bonus round platform, and you will die. So you want to be very careful while going through there. And you may want to save that for for later, that sea crate, just because you don't want to have to keep going back through here, especially every time you die. And you have to be careful about those lab assistants with the what look like wall panels. What they will do is they will push you into something. You know, they'll usually push you off, and if you get caught by, you know, as soon as they push against something and you get caught by it, and you can see here 38 of 69, so we are still missing some boxes. So you don't actually have to go out this far. That's good to know. Wish I would have known a little bit farther. All you have to do, I believe, is just to get to right here. There is a life that you may want to save, especially if you have 99 with you. Just, you know, trying to get through this section over and over, especially if you don't have any masks against the wall panel. I don't remember exactly what their names are, to be honest, but to get through there, you can actually get through there without taking damage, but, you know, if you die enough times, you will get a mask, so it doesn't really matter either way. You just have to wait for this Sparky Tentacle bot to open up. You try to get to him as soon as he opens, and then jump on him. But going through that section with the 4 switches, and with those little, really quick, with the green little energy balls will do is they'll actually make Crash small, and you can actually you'll actually live for a little while before getting crushed, or before shrinking and then just disappearing, which does stink, you know, because you can think, oh, well, you know, you can continue on. So it just kind of it drags out the death for no reason, and that's never fun. But, you know, anyway. So you can see, you know, pretty much what you have to do through here. You do have to be careful through this section that you don't do that. You have to time it just right so that the 4-legged robot is right beside you, or, you know, right, well, I guess heading towards you. It just, as soon as you land onto his section, pretty much just like that. So and you have to be careful with that section as well. It's all about timing through this section. This section is definitely very frustrating. It's not hard, it's just frustrating, especially if you don't have any masks. It does take patience to get through here. If you want to try to gain some height, you may want to hit the jump button as you jump onto this Sparky Tentacle bots. And so no, the Nitro Switch Crate is there, so you would not actually be able to use it and go through it like that, sadly. But, you know, anyway. So that's pretty much all you have to do. You know, it's not too difficult. Well, yeah, it is difficult, and it is long. You know, if I hadn't died the first time, about 2 minutes in, you know, it probably took me about 8 minutes. You know, a little under 8 minutes. So it is long. It is frustrating, most definitely. But, you know, you still have to do it. So the sooner you get it done, and the sooner you get used to it, the better off you'll be. But anyway, so now we are going on to a thing that is not actually used all that often. we are riding on a jetpack now. You can see there is no gravity through here, and that's what the alarms are letting you sounding for, because the gravity's turned off, the artificial gravity. And what you have to do is the control. Well, first off, the controls. To go up, you have to push down to go up to go down. It's kind of like airplane controls. If you if you like flying a flight simulator, down to go up to go down. Left, right, or left to go left, right to go. Well, let me just make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah, left to go left, right to go right, X to go forward, circle to go backwards. And you have to remember all that, because as you go along, you will have to, go slow through some sections. And it's not that difficult. You will have to, stop and backtrack a little bit, but not too much. The biggest thing is just, sections like this. You may overshoot something a little bit, and then you have to back up. If you let it get, if you let it bother you, it can actually pretty easily. And so, if you don't let that stuff bother you, or that stuff just doesn't bother you anyway, this level will be a lot easier on you. You have to be careful about the TNT here. Just all I have to do is just go up underneath it and touch it. Oh crap! And you have to be careful, because you actually can get caught on a lot of things pretty easily. Boxes, the sides of the wall. There is a lot of stuff you can get hooked onto. These hot pipes here, return from other levels. Even the electric lab assistant, it seems to have a lot of cybernetic parts on it, which means it's working with Cortex. And looks like it's been, it looks like engine had gotten to him. What was it? The cable with the electric ends on it. The electric ends will actually electrocute you, and the pipes will, or the red around the. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy really quickly. The red around the cables will actually hurt you. I'm not sure if they'll burn you, or if they'll just if they'll kill you. Anyway, but they can, so you do have to be very careful about that. And if you look around here, you can see the moon. And you can actually see Earth there a lot closer. Let's see if, you can't really get a really good shot of it, but I'm not sure which continents are actually shown. I don't think any of them are. It might be the islands, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But that's just something pretty cool that you can see. But anyway, you can see that every time you go through one of these tunnels, or well, I guess one of these little tubes. Yeah, I believe the cables will actually, you can kind of see them glow like the pipes. So I think they will actually burn you. So you just want to stay away from them anyway. The fire will hurt you, so you want to be careful there. The little red bomb-looking things will hurt you as well. You can see the Wumpa fruit stuck up in the top left corner up there. That does happen from time to time, and you will get it as you go along. You just notice I got a piece of Wumpa fruit out of nowhere. Sometimes if you get a whole bunch of Wumpa fruit at once, you can get it. And did I forget the crystal? I hope not. Wow, I actually forgot the crystal. That's amazing. Okay. I don't know where I passed it at. It's not that hard of a crystal to find, to be honest. That's amazing. Well, now that I've got all the gems, you can actually go through this level a lot faster. What takes so long is dealing with all the boxes. Don't tell me it's right there. Right at the... Oh, okay, I was going to say. That's just one of those fire things. Alright, alright, that's odd. I do apologize for the cut. I just had to really quickly. But anyway, so... Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I can get to here pretty quickly. I don't know where the crystal would be, though. I've never missed a crystal before in this game. I've never done this before, even on this type of level. It's actually pretty easy to find. One thing about these Lab assistance, the electrified lab assistance, uh, you have to spin them just like you did in Crash 1, or you won't be able to get through them. These you can kind of get around, you know, once they get really small, but I find that it's just easier to wait till they get in the middle. But yeah, these guys you cannot pass. He will follow your every movement. You cannot, you know, go faster than him. You have to wait, or you have to kill him to be able to move on. So that's just wow. I'm actually surprised I missed. Well, I guess I was kind of hanging low there, wasn't I? But I don't see why I would have missed that. It was actually pretty easy. It's a pretty easy crystal. It makes no sense to me, but anyway, so how many nitros were in this level? Not too many nitros really there. These levels are not widely known for having a whole bunch of nitros in them. But there you go. There was Rocket. Let me see. Night Fight's gonna be long. It's gonna be a lot longer than the other one. Pack Attack will be a little bit long. Well, I'm not gonna do Pack Attack. If I was gonna do any more levels, I would do Night Fight. But I don't think I will. I'll save that. I hate to make the videos any longer, but you know that's or to lengthen the video, or lengthen this out longer than I need to, but you know I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So anyway, I'll start with Piston It Away. Crystal, 2 gems, both of them clear. 69 boxes. Enemies: 4-legged robot, the Sparky tentacle bot, crushing pillar, and lab assistant 1. And Piston It Away is the 21st level in Crash Bandicoot 2, a level set in Dr. Cortex's space station. It requires Crash to avoid giant pistons, nefarious shrink rays, Sparky tentacle bot units, and to survive. Obtaining the clear gem for breaking all 69 boxes is one of the most difficult tasks in the game, because ludicrous amounts of backtracking is the order of the day, or ludicrous backtracking is the order of the day. This level contains a terrifying death route, where the player takes it and finishes it right when they first encounter it. They will miss out on a number of crates past it on the main path. Instead, they are expected to take the main path to the end first, leaving one Sparky tentacle bot alive. Then they will be able to successfully backtrack all the way through the level to the death route. Leaving the Sparky tentacle bot is, however, not necessary, as it's possible to jump out of the map and back again, and thereby avoiding the trouble of saving the tentacle bot. From here, all that separates the player from their rewards: the death route gem, and if they didn't screw anything up, the crate gem is a series of tricky platforming challenges involving awkwardly placed pistons, awkwardly placed shrink rays, and conveniently placed floating Sparky tentacle bot units. Interestingly, even this level's bonus round embodies the spirit of backtracking, requiring the player to leave enough boxes intact to allow them to backtrack after activating a exclamation crate. So I guess you could also use the crates, but anyway. When Crash gets shrunk by one of these shrink rays, he doesn't die immediately, but is instead briefly still playable while in the process of shrinking. The general background of this level and its successor, Spaced Out, is very similar to the scenery used in the Crystal Challenge version of Inballism in the game Crash Bash, a game that I will be doing. You know, we'll show that off once I get to it. It won't be for quite a while, but you know, I'll show it off and everything once I get to it anyway. And then we'll go to Pack Attack. Crystal, 1 gem clear, 46 boxes. Lab Assistant 2, laser, and wires, or I guess they were wires. Pack Attack is the 22nd level in Crash Bandicoot 2, the first of two zero gravity levels in Space Station, and once again requires Crash. Rocket. Okay, I don't know why I'm reading Pack Attack. I'm Rocket. I guess this information I'm reading here has it. Oh, okay, I guess I hit the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Rocket. Crystal, 1 gem, clear, 39 boxes. Lab Assistant 2, laser, and wire. Alright, I was reading the wrong thing. Rocket is the 22nd level in Crash Bandicoot 2. This level is set in a space station which quickly enters a state of zero gravity as Crash rides its jetpack. Hazards such as hot pipes, loose wires, and nitro crates appear. Electro-charged lab assistants also appear in this level. Trivia: this level's name is a pun on Rocket. This is the first level in Crash 2 with a jetpack. Yeah, pretty small. There isn't a whole lot of information about this level here, but anyway, so that's it. We're not gonna. Yeah, I guess that is it. Then, isn't it? But anyway, so I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many pistons did I pass in level 21. Thank you for watching. Next time we will do Night Fight, Pack Attack, and I'll try to do Spaced Out as well. I don't know if I will be able to, but you know, I'll still give it a shot. So until then, later everyone.